The first thing I want to do is I would like to hear you, because I can't quite see you because these lights are so wonderfully bright. I would like to hear you yell out some of those superpowers that you have always wished that you had. Think comic books, superheroes, yell them out. Mind reader, invisibility, super strength, teleporting, okay. The invisibility one is popular. Do you realize that that means you need to be completely naked for it to work? Like, you'd have to be really good at it, make sure there's no mistakes. I wouldn't choose that one. I have always wanted to be a time traveler, and I realized that being diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer made me a time traveler. And the first time that I really traveled to the future was on my diagnosis day. So I was diagnosed early stage breast cancer back in 2018. I had done the whole cancer thing. You guys have heard some stories today about, honestly, pretty much exactly what it was like for me as well. Different, but the same. And the day that I got a phone call from my family doctor changed everything. It was just an ordinary Tuesday. I was on my phone, obviously, scrolling when I was, letting my children have some TV time. And the phone number popped up, and I remember thinking, oh my goodness, I forgot a phone appointment. And then I realized, oh, they were just calling me because I had an MRI 2 days before. Routine, I had some persistent worsening back pain, and the doctor thought maybe I had arthritis or something. Because I was an A+ cancer student, everything went as smooth as it could have possibly had gone, and it was completely off my radar. And then, unfortunately, my doctor let me know that she had my scan. But before I could tell her I already had the results, I knew they were clear. She had told me that they had actually amended the scan, which means a second radiologist looked at it and realized that there was cancer on my spine. Now, my kids are in the other room, and I'm storming off to the master bedroom because I didn't want them to hear me say, is this what I think it means? Stage 4 breast cancer was always, as long as I don't have that, I'm good. And it was. Stage 4 breast cancer is incurable, which means it is a chronic illness that you are in treatment for forever. So daunting to say the least. I know, everyone's impressed with how good I look right now. Hard to imagine. I know, thank you. I hear some laughter, thank you. Why is that so funny? No. Honestly, I understand because I blend in, right? It's hard to imagine that you could be battling something so serious, yet live such a normal life. Cancer is absurd, for lack of a better word, because you are dealing with so many heavy things, and so many people here are dealing with things as well, cancer-related or not. But then you still get up in the morning, and then you go do real life. Now, we all remember certain moments in our life that change everything. And it wasn't even the diagnosis that really changed everything. It actually came about 8 months into my retreatment. I had to do everything all over again and then some. And I was stable. Cancer treatment was leveling out. I was going into my maintenance treatment. And it was my daughter's birthday. She was turning 8 that day. Did turn 8 that day. Point is, we were going to Sunset Grill for breakfast. Because we do that every single birthday, no matter what day it is. They especially love it when it's a school day. But I just had a quick little doctor's appointment at my oncologist's office. My husband and my 2 children dropped me off. I walked into the cancer center. They went to a park. Well, I was just going to quickly have a conversation, a checkup, and just talk to my doctor about treatment and just make sure that everything was going to plan. And it was a very unsuspecting day because I was talking to her. I was like, how do we know it's working? How long am I going to be on it? All these questions. And then I asked her, how long do I have? And I meant, how long is this treatment going to work? And then she looked at me and said, if everything goes really well, probably 5 years. And I'm kind of laughing, because I remember thinking, oh wait, whoa, that's not at all what I just asked. Can we back it up a little bit? Doctors don't give numbers. Like, that was something I was always told. Everyone said, don't even try, so I never did. Who wants to know it anyways? I don't plan on listening to any statistics or anything like that anyways. It's fine. I say it's fine a lot too, by the way. But I was so shocked. And I remember thinking, oh my God, like, this is really real. Like, this is a diagnosis that is far outdated on Google and now ChatGPT. Whenever you are looking up statistics, there are so many stories that far outlive and outlast anything that you've read online. And I'm already an example of that. It's funny, when you surpass what Google tells you, it's kind of like, oh, well, excuse me, but thanks again. But man, knowing that time, I remember I was obviously very upset when I got into the back seat of the car. My kids thought I was the coolest mom because I got in between them in the back seat. My husband was the chauffeur, as he is, as he should be. And they were just so excited that I was sitting back there, but I was tearing up. And I remember seeing my husband's eyes in the rearview mirror, and he knew shit went down. And I was like, I know, we didn't expect that. But anyways, I just remember thinking, okay, and I'm doing the math in my head. And this is a story I don't even typically share. I don't even know how many people I've told because I don't like putting a number on it because there's no point other than to beat it, obviously. But that day, I remember thinking, oh, like, I see the future. And I've really, in the beginning I was very panicked, but now I have just accepted that this is the way it is. And I feel very calm, not 100% of the time. Okay, I'm not grateful for every little thing that goes wrong. I don't see a gift in being late and stressed out, you know what I mean? Anyways, the point is, everyone right now is like, oh God, this is so inspirational. Anyways. Oh man, cancer gifted me an amazing dark sense of humor. I'm actually filtering right now. Oh, thank you. I'll just leave now. Okay. No, but the truth is, as I bop around here on stage, the fact is, I am living the future right now in the present. And that is something that I'm really proud of. Because, like in those movies, when you're at the end of the movie, and you would give anything to like relive that day, that super ordinary day in the middle of your life. For me, it's 40 years old today. With my 2 kids, we're sitting outside at the pool. They're fighting. I'm so grateful for it. Their voices are ringing in my ear. And I think, man, I'm going to miss this one day, Anyways, the truth is, like, the weight of the future is in my bones, like literally and figuratively. It's a little reminder, but seeing the future really does allow me to enjoy the present moment for what it is. And I don't try to make it something it's not. It's not always wonderful. Even when I'm grumpy, and I tell my friends that, they're at the back, I was like, I'm pretty grumpy today, so it might mean I'm a little bit funnier. That's like a win, right? Because the fact is, it's really hard. And living with stage 4 breast cancer is really scary. And it is very serious. And I make light of it because I have to. But the truth is, I truly believe in just living your life today, knowing that you're in the scene you would one day give anything to be in. And it just makes everything good, So PSA, public service announcement. YOLO responsibly. That's serious, you should write that down. YOLO, you think that you get the life-altering diagnosis, you're gonna quit the job, spend all the money, travel the world, maybe dump your husband. I never thought of that, I swear. Okay, enjoy time with your kids. And then you realize, after a year, for me, 3.5 years, I'm like, oh, I should go back to work. I have some bills to pay. But also, it's not all about doing the big drastic things and the big grandiose, amazing adventures, because life itself is that. So cheesy, I know, but it is. Honestly, not changing your life, but it's changing your experience of whatever that life is. And if it's your job, it's part of your legacy. It's who you are. You try to make the most of it. Your relationships, you focus on the ones that really, really matter to you. Your children, you make sure they're alive. That's where I'm good there. Happy, it's a bonus. No, just joking. But that is my PSA. So you only live once, but you want to create that in your everyday life. And that is what I am doing. That's what I'm doing right now. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. Thank you.